Why is there parts flying out of the RV?
Something that you're going to see that the overwhelming majority of you have never seen before done in an RV. You can watch me do something very stupid.
The lights are completely out in the RV. The system is beeping at us. It's not happy.
What do you think, Sean? Are we gonna sell our rig and get a super seat?
So we are really close to a national park. It's Reborn National Park because we were doing some research and they actually have some hikes in the park and you can drive through it. And I heard that it's like the desert is blooming right now. So I heard it's really pretty to see and we wanted y'all to see it. And they said, who Matthew talked to, he got to the right person and she's like, and Matthew's like, it's just 2 of us. We just have a tiny GoPro and we're gonna wanna put it on our YouTube. Well, are you gonna make money from it? Matthew said, well, if we don't make money, YouTube is. And she's like, no, you need a permit.
So instead, we were gonna do another hike, but then some friends of ours intervened.
And they said, do you want to go to an RV Expo? It's the FMCA 108th International Convention and RV Expo. We've never been in an RV Expo. Obviously, we've been to the Quartzsite RV show, so this will be fun, and we're going to take y'all with us. We're looking forward to it because the national park doesn't want y'all to see anything, so you know what I'm saying.
We'll just find other fun. Who needs them?
Whatever. Okay, y'all, we're in public parking and they didn't have any people telling you where to park, which Matthew was afraid of. He thought it was gonna be like a cattle call.
Yep.
That's where we're parked. What do you think?
I think I'm excited to go through this thing. I want to tour some coaches and I don't know what else.
At least the truck's protected on one side.
Yeah, at least one side will look good.
We saw all the cars parked down here. I'm like, there's a fence right there. Let's park over there. So.
As soon as we got here, y'all, there was a very nice lady who pulled up in a golf cart and she said, hey, where are you going? We said, I don't know. She said, what do you want to see? Sean said, everything. So we're starting with the coach tours because it's not very busy here. So you can see, you can be part of the FMCA and not have a motorhome, but that is kind of their bread and butter. All right, we're gonna go inside our first ever Dutch Star. Look at these big slides. I like the big super slides. Those are nice. I honestly don't know what model this is.
It says 4071. Right here, there's a number.
Okay. This is model 4071, apparently. All right, let's go. All right, let me swing you around here. Here comes Sean.
Wow, they give you a big mirror right away, y'all.
All right, look at this. You get some information centers. That's what I'm calling these because I don't know what else to call them. Here and here. This seems like a pretty good cab. They have air brakes. I love air brakes. There's some more buttons, leveling. I really do love, now they got the shades down a little bit, but I really do love the big, huge windows in a Class A. And the big captain's chairs, those are nice. Now, as always, I'm not Josh the RV nerd, so you might have to ask him, do these fold out to be a bed? I don't know. I'm guessing that doesn't, but oh my, look at these.
They're very comfortable. I just sat in one
Here, sit in one of these.
I sat in that one, it was very comfortable.
Y'all, you're just gonna have to imagine that these are as comfortable as she says they are.
They're very comfortable.
They're huge too.
Look how, you could fit 2 people in this one seat.
You could fit one person just on that island in the middle.
Wow,
oh my, look at all that storage. And they don't hide their storage like some people do. That you can put stuff all down in there. All right, we're looking at all these cabinets. Do you see all these cabinets? Tons of storage. And I like, I don't know if this is marble or if this is plastic. I don't know what this is, but I like this.
I bet a TV comes, maybe a TV
televator
comes out of there.
Yep, that's your big televator. And if you need to watch 2 TVs at once, because some of y'all do, there's one behind Sean.
Yeah.
All right, here's your dinette. There is the information on this particular model. So if you need that, there we go. You can pause it on this, some of the particulars.
Look at this kind of sink. Is this what they call the farmhouse?
Yeah, that looks like a farmhouse style sink.
How deep it is.
It is very deep, and it has at least a slight separation in there. And this, I'm guessing, is the cooktop. It is, yep.
Induction.
Induction cooktop, all the rage. Is that a dishwasher? See
Yes.
if you can open that. Well, you don't have to open it,
It's a
but I think that's a
dishwasher.
dishwasher. That means this is a convection microwave. A lot of people love those. We have not gotten to use one of those yet. Big Whirlpool fridge. Don't ask me if it's residential, but you know, this is a Dutch Star. It's probably residential. I can't imagine it to be anything else. I'm sorry about the lighting in here, y'all. This is not one that they have turned on. Now look at these cabinets in here. This is a bathroom. The toilet is actually in a good position. It's not hugging the wall or anything. This is probably your half bath, because I'm guessing as we go back, there's a nice big bedroom TV and a big window. East-west beds. I like the bed on a slide. We'll have to go outside and see what kind of slides they are. That looks like a king-size bed, and you get a little stubby nightstand. Here's the big boy bathroom. All right.
It's huge.
This is huge.
I don't know how to open these shades, y'all. I was trying to make it. You know, usually you tug on it and it goes up.
If we bought it, we'd figure it out. There's a big, beautiful shower. Look at that.
Huge.
That is huge. And I'm guessing, all right, there's the bedroom. We're standing in the rear bathroom. There is the washer and dryer. That is a nice setup. I have to say, we both like stackable, because right now ours is left and right. And let me look at this. Yep, they are on a shelf, y'all. So the top one is not resting on the bottom one. And that's important, because we have some friends who did have a setup, or do have a setup, where the top one would rest on the bottom, and it kind of tore it up. It wasn't good. I like this thing where you get a shelf. That's very secure. So, what do you think of this Dutch Star, your very first Dutch Star?
This is really nice. I'm very impressed. I don't know if I like it more the Integra or not. The Integra was really nice too, but I really like it, and the seating in here is very comfortable.
Oh yeah, this seating looks very plush and comfortable, and the dinette's not overly huge either. You get a lot of good seating for people. All right, y'all, we came across this one. It's by Winnebago. It's the Inspire. So I think it's an appropriate name, because if you have mobility challenges, you should be inspired to keep going, because this bad boy has a very nice chairlift. So look at that. That is very, very nice. And I like the coloring on the outside. It's not super duper huge, so it is more agile than your big 44 footers. Let's go in and just take a quick peek. This is very open. Here is the bathroom. Oh, look at this. The bathroom is definitely handicapped accessible. If this is something that you need, this is very nice. One thing I want to point out, y'all, is how wide this is too. I don't know how wide a wheelchair is, but I'm guessing you can get one in there. Again, you'd have to verify before buying it, but... And here's the front cabin, y'all. Excuse the cans. This is actually one of the offices that they use, the salesmen use. So here's your front captain's chair. It has a little light there that tells you if the jacks are down. This is really cool. Really, really neat. I'm glad they have models like this. All right, the last vendor area that we went through was in the Quartzsite show. So let's see how good this is. Wow, y'all, there's nobody here. All right, wrong turn. That was for seminars. And we love a good seminar, but not today. So onward. Look at the tires on that thing. That is good for off-road. I tell you what, it even has a winch on the front of it.
I was about to say it's got a winch.
We're going to the vendor area. There's your Magna shade. We have some friends who have those.
So we go over this way.
Sort of in this direction, yeah. Oh, they have a bar and grill, apparently. Now that I've seen that, of course, I'm hungry. Y'all, this is huge, and it's so well organized, and everybody is so nice and pleasant.
Oh, look, they let you play a pickleball here. How cool.
Uh-oh, we have a friend. His name is Ray. He is a pickleball instructor.
Yeah.
If you want lessons from Ray, we'll put his information down below. He is not mobile, but if you are, you can find him. All right, y'all, now that we've got the right room, It's not as long as Quartzsite, but my goodness, there are a lot of vendors here. This is the FMCA rally in Tucson. We'll show you some of the highlights. Where you want to go?
This way.
Pick a direction. Now, in our experience in these things, they have absolutely everything, and half of the stuff has nothing to do with RVing, but we'll see. All right, y'all, we just got to speak with a Michelin rep. I tell you what, we love our Michelin tires. It came stock on our Ford. That's all we'll get for it. Now look at these. They've got nice shirts, and at this particular show, let's see, these nice polo shirts are 20 bucks. 20.
Those over there are 10.
The t-shirts are 10.
Some t-shirts are a little higher, but
this is so well organized, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, this one's cute, how they have it like this.
They got a lot of different colors. Very, very nice. Ooh, they got some with sparkles. Sean likes her sparkles.
I would have to get a sparkle one after we join. We're not members yet.
All right, Sean, more comfortable than an RV mattress. Let's see.
It fits on your platform of your bed, too.
A true queen size?
It's a split queen. Comes with two modes. And a queen's hard to get split.
Yeah.
If you have to get underneath the storage, no problem. Check this out. It also cracks so you can actually get underneath the storage and everything, too. You can feel the top of this mattress. See how it feels cool? It also unzips. You can take the cover off. You can wash the cover. Hop in here and try it out. You leave your shoes on and everything. I'll put you in zero gravity. What that does is that takes the pressure off of your lower back.
Wow. Y'all, we had a bed like this. It wasn't split, but we had one like this in our sticks and bricks. And we had the best night's sleep. I can't vouch for this company, but I would love to have a bed like this. I really, really would, because with the feet up, the knees up, right here and right in the back where the head is, we slept so, so well.
Yeah, it's like the mattress we had in our sticks and bricks that wound up being too heavy. It had the adjustable base. We had to leave that mattress behind, so that
that hurt us to do that too.
That was a nice find.
So we are here at our friends and partners, SES Indiana. They have their elevation batteries. These are what we use, but I have never in my life seen this before. They took the top off and they made it clear. I can't take this off, but I can show you. I hope you can see this. If you see what looks like a turquoise roll of coins in there, those are the cylindrical cells. In batteries, you can have prismatic cells and cylindrical cells, and from what I know, the cylindrical ones, the round ones, are the ones that are going to supposedly last longer. And look at this. One of the other differences is, do you see these screws right here? That's the battery management system. If you don't know what that does, it controls the battery. It keeps it smart, it keeps it functioning the way it's supposed to. These are screwed on there. A lot of other companies will just have soldering points on there, so it's not as durable. There's a plate under here that you can't see. They didn't make the side. It'd be great if they made the side clear. There's a metal plate here that you can't see. Now, we have a battery blanket under ours, but if you don't want a battery blanket, another thing they just told us, which I didn't know, is the batteries themselves, they function well in the cold. They'll discharge down to 0 degrees or more, but whenever it gets too cold for them to charge, because you might have heard lithium batteries at a certain temperature, they don't like to charge, they shut themselves off. So it takes you out of the equation. You don't have to worry about it. And we're just telling you this because we like them. We love them. We have a bunch of them now. And if you want them to, you can let us know in the comments below. We do have a discount code down below. No pressure, but if you want something that's worthwhile, it's a brand that we trust. So, did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was fun. The people are so friendly.
And this rally, this is one of their 2 big ones. They do this one and they do one in Oregon, I believe. And this was so much fun. It was well run. We're here on the last day of it. I enjoyed the vendors. I really enjoyed all the rigs. Y'all, they have a lot of rigs here to look through. Not all of them are new, but not everybody's looking for a new one.
That is always fun, y'all. All right, y'all, we are in the cactus forest.
Now, how we got here is if you look at Campanium and type in cactus forest, they have a tiny little dispersed camping spot. And we're not actually after that, but on the way there, you see all this. jam-packed, shoehorned in here with cacti.
And there's a shooting range close by, so that's what you hear. Oh, I want to go this way. But look at this cactus. Oh, wow. Look how amazing this is. They say this is not a road to get down here, so we parked on the side of the road and walked, but...
Oh, wow.
This is a cactus forest, y'all. This is pretty amazing, and someone had to come and trash it by throwing a tire down here. Yep. I mean, they brought the tire in. I don't know why they couldn't take the tire out.
You know, I bet this used to be a camping spot just because of how it looks, and they probably closed it because people trashed it. I would not be surprised.
Like that.
Yeah. Look at this. This is all kinds of pretty in here. All kinds of different cactus. We're not even in the national park, y'all. This is just regular off the highway stuff. Isn't that amazing?
It's like something that doesn't seem real.
I know.
Like a fantasy land we're in.
These are two separate pieces. I know it's dirty. You'll live. These are two separate pieces, and under this is a seam. And there are screws that go up and keep everything together. Well, this particular part with the screws started coming out because it's a rolling earthquake. They started unscrewing, so we got all that fixed. That's done. This has been perfect ever since, but I still have to seal this up. It's sealed up on the far side where the weather comes at it when you're driving down the road, but it's not sealed up. You can see holes and stuff. So we're just gonna use some outdoor silicone. It's cheap, it's easy, it'll stick pretty well now that I've got the old silicone off. You never want to try to put silicone on silicone. It will not work. It never will work. So I got this cleaned off. I used mineral spirits, odorless mineral spirits. I don't know why they call it odorless. It's not odorless. And this is all set to go. So now I'm just going to try not to make a huge mess. I'm not Bob Vila. And I'm just going to do the best I can. I do not expect this to look good. I just don't. It'll probably look horrific, but I'm going to try. Oh, I don't want to do this. It's a simple thing, but it's not going to look good, I guarantee you. All right, what do y'all think? Normally I would take my finger and smooth that and make it nice and pretty, but this time I think I'm going to leave it alone because I think I got it all. All right, if you give me 5 seconds, I'll change my mind about stuff. So I've got the odorless mineral spirits. I put it on the cloth. I'm going to wet my finger, and then I'm going to glide it across, and hopefully I don't ruin a good thing, but it's bothering me. People do that for a reason. I just want to make sure it's a good seal. All right, inspect it for me. Tell me what y'all think. Put in the comments, did I do the right thing by smoothing it out, and did I do a good job? Please, I'm being serious. I need a good critique from a handy person.
Why is there part flying out of the RV?
Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't tell our peeps what I'm doing. We're doing a primary power upgrade. I mean, this is big. So, you know we just got a generator, right? And I know you're like, you just got a generator. What are you messing with now? So the generator is what? It's backup, at least for us. We don't live on the generator. It's backup. It's for rainy days, so to speak. So we're doing a primary power upgrade, and it couldn't come at a better time. I'm just so thrilled that our friends and partners at Solar Energy Systems of Indiana decided today to be today's sponsor, but I want to show you the upgrade. You want to see the upgrade? It's over in the truck. Come on. Big things come in small packages. This is our upgrade. 100 more amp hours of lithium battery. Now, before you go yawn, let me tell you, this gives us 100 more amp hours. That's huge. That means when it's a rainy day, in the summertime, when it's really cloudy, on really terrible days for the sun. We've been doing this for 3 years, y'all, and we need this. We need as much battery power as we can get, because the more of this you have, the less you have to run your generator. It's constructed from the ground up just for RVing. So we're gonna put this bad boy in. Now they offered to install it for us, but what do you think's gonna happen? We're installing it. I'm installing it. So if somebody like big goofball like me can do this, I promise you, you can do it too. So one more thing we're doing is, you saw me tossing out the cables, and that's for a reason, because we're not going to use them anymore. Cables are fine. There's nothing wrong with cables, but we're going to go with these things here. These are bus bars. I'm not going to go into a long explanation. You'll just have to see it when I'm done, but I need to get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep removing all of these battery cables. They're tightened on here pretty well, and then we'll replace them with the bus bars. Just watch this. Black is negative. See, it says negative right there. All right. And this is the reason that we're doing this. It's cleaner. It's not necessarily better. Are there some benefits to it? Yeah, I've read a lot online, or a little online, and they say there are some benefits, but honestly, I think the biggest benefit is it's a cleaner operation. Okay. And you're going to want to stick around to the very end of this upgrade, because I promise I have something that you're going to see that the overwhelming majority of you have never seen before done in an RV. So stick around, you don't want to miss that. All right, y'all, real quick, the thing that I promised that I'd show you that you've probably never seen before in an RV. This is the panel, the touchscreen panel, where you can monitor everything with your solar system. You've already seen that. Let's go to settings. All right, in each of these settings right here, fuel gauge, BDR solar, all this stuff on your screen, there are tons more settings in here. And buried in this system somewhere is something that needed to be changed because we upgraded our system. We went from 600 amp hours to 700. I don't care if you're going from 100 amp hours to 200 amp hours. Something has to change in the system. It has to know about it. You got to program it. So what are you looking at that you've probably never seen before? A finished product. I didn't have to touch this. I didn't have to do anything. They went into our system remotely because of how we're set up, and they changed all the settings for us. It didn't take them very long. It's just whiz bang, here we go, all done. And if you are their customer, they promise you the same level of care. As long as your system is set up so they can remote into it, they will offer that to their customers, and they take care of us.
Now I have to get back to work, y'all, now that I have power, because we've got the power now.
I gotta work too. I gotta clean up my mess.
Yeah, he's got a mess. Oh, by the way, what are you doing with all them cables on the ground?
So my old self would say, get rid of them. No, my old self would say, keep them because you're a hoarder. My new self says, get rid of them all. I may go somewhere in the middle and like, just keep like one of each, just in case. You never know. They do have some weight to them. They're not lightweight.
I think we should keep them until we move a couple of times just to see. I mean,
that's fair. All right, y'all. This is our dash cam. You've probably seen this in many of our videos, and the main problem I'm having is the suction cup. This piece right here. It's not sticking very well. We've tried putting Vaseline on the window and everything, and yeah, that helps it to stick, but then when it gets hot, what does it do? It just slides right down the window. So that brings us to this boiling pan of water. I just watched a YouTube video, and this could either go terribly wrong, or it could be the miracle that all the commenters say it is. I don't know, but I'm going to dip this, the suction cup, into that boiling pan of water. Put in the comments below if you think this is a horrendously bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyways because this is recorded ahead of time, so I can't read your comments yet. So I've got to do it because I'm going nuts. We had a replacement, and I don't know where the replacement went to, so... Alright, so I'm turning off the water so it doesn't boil. I don't want it to boil up into the inside of this. There's electronics in here, obviously, so what could possibly go wrong? He said for about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm not going to rotate it around. I don't want the water to get in anything. I can't feel a difference, but let's go out to the truck. Let's see if this is the miracle that it's supposed to be. Where does it go? Right about there. I can't get it off. Let me try with the other hand. It's not coming off. It's not sliding around. But, so we're going to give this a tentative, cautious thumbs up. However, before you go telling me that I just saved your day, give it some time, because in the heat of the South, we're in Arizona right now, y'all, so it gets real hot, even in the wintertime. I guess it's fixing to be spring, so let's give it some more time, see if it stays working, and if it stays working, then you can give me a thumbs up and I'll tell you that it's working. But until then, maybe you could try it at home, but I don't know if I'm going to count on it yet, because other stuff has worked before until it didn't. So let's just see. Good morning, y'all. Look what we get to see. Oh, look at that. I found them. Parachutists. There is a glider port. Have you ever heard of a glider port? We have a glide port or glider port. I'm not sure which one it's called. Near us, which is where a plane takes up gliders and then releases them, and they go up and have fun. What else do they do? Parachutists. I don't actually know if this is military or just people who are, I don't know, certified. Is that the word? But these are parachutists, and this is the second time they've done that this morning. It's not exactly high altitude parachute jumping, but it's fun for us to watch. You could also say, hey look, we're being invaded. And there are more of them. Look at them, just floating around. Would you ever do this? Put in the comments below if you have ever or would ever parachute. Parachute, paraglide, what is it called? Would you do it? Jump out of a perfectly good airplane in order to see the sky, in order to see the view. I don't know, what is the attraction to parachuting? For those of you who have done it, now I know some of you have done it in the military, and that's a little bit different. But if you've done so, thank you for your service. But for those of you who have done it just for recreation, why did you do it? Is it the thrill? Is it the anxiety that you seek? The thrill of jumping out of a plane? Is it the view that you get? What is it that makes you want to do this? I'm curious.
Alright y'all, as we started this vlog, I was terrified, I was feeling sick, I'm like, we're not gonna have a place to live. Now 2 weeks later, obviously we had a place to live. It's been a great stay here. I've really enjoyed this spot.
I was just gonna say, it doesn't seem like we've been here for 2 weeks already.
This spot's actually, the time has flown by here.
Which, I want to say something about what you just said too, and that goes to show y'all, don't feel bad about feeling bad. Every once in a while, either of us could get this way where we get anxious, and I know you're not supposed to be anxious about anything, but we get anxious, we're like, well darn it, I don't know where we're gonna live. Things are looking a little confusing right now, but it made it. We made it. We're here, and we love this spot. It's a beautiful spot. You get to see the gliders and the paratroopers and all kinds of neat stuff. Roadrunners, mammoth-sized jackrabbits, and we've heard coyotes a couple of times.
We didn't get to go to the glide port. I think some days you can go out there and actually watch them closer, but the one day we were available, the weather wasn't that great when we went down there, so I guess they had the gate closed.
And I've got to say, speaking of weather, it's been really warm, which is good. You know, warm is good, especially, what are we, end of March? Yeah,
it's
end of March.
29th. It's Good Friday, actually.
Like Wisconsin, Minnesota, other upper Midwestern states just got pummeled with more snow, and we're in the mid-80s today. However, this wind, I mean, the wind just won't quit. It goes from like 14 miles an hour up to the 20-mile-an-hour range, and it's just, you know, not my favorite. The temperature I love, but the wind not so much.
Yeah, speaking of, it's our last night here. And Matthew went ahead and started taking the outside stuff down because the wind is supposed to be really bad tomorrow. We're hoping to leave early enough to where it's not too bad, but who wants to pick a patio rug up and it's flapping like the
flying away.
What do you call those things? The bullfighters?
Oh, like a, I don't know, like a cape or something?
Where they wave the thing, yeah. So Matthew's made a spectacle of himself a few times trying to put the rug down. And for my defense, I try to help him. He's like, I got it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's got it. So
I've had people come over when we were in Imperial Dam that time. He said, oh, I recognize you from YouTube, but I was just watching the show and it's flying this way and flying that way. And I'm like, I'm trying to put rocks on it, and it was a mess. He thought it was comedy hour, which it was, I guess, free entertainment.
But we love being in this area. It's really close to Tucson. We're on the west side of Tucson. They have every shopping imaginable here. They even have RV dealers. They have a camping world so you can get supplies, which we finally got more decor.
Yes, I feel good because you don't want to have a hole on the roof without being able to patch it. So we have leveling and non-leveling decor. You should have both.
Yeah, and then our friends, fellow Rubber Chicken Gang members, Dave and Michelle came by for a couple of nights, but it wasn't all fun for them, was it, when they got here?
No, because see, they just got done on vacation. And when they were on vacation, they were away from their rig. They're full-time RVers just like us, but they were away from the rig for like 2 weeks. When they got back, there was evidence, you know, evidence that the power had gone out. They've got a super duper solar system, better than ours, but something happened, power went out, and when they got here, they finally realized how they realized it.
They walked into the RV and they saw water on the floor, and they're like, well, that's not a good sign. But then they opened the fridge, and everything from the freezer and basically the fridge had no power.
And since it had no power, they had meat in the freezer, they had cheese in the fridge, and you can imagine the big green cloud that smacked them right in the face.
The flies were loving them.
We smelled it. We went over there to see them, and we smelled it. Even from the outside, you could smell it. So they've taken care of most of it, and they've cleaned it. We know they have. They got it all set up to deodorize, but it's going to take a little while. Yeah,
so they're having some issues with their solar system, so they had to leave early to head back to where their solar guy was. Hopefully it will get fixed.
Hopefully, yeah.
They need to go grocery shopping. They basically are just eating whatever's in their cupboards because the fridge would only run on the generator at this point once they got it back up, and they were still trying to clean it, and they came out boondocking. So I'm like, are you sure you don't want to go to an RV park?
But anyways, they have a guy. Their guy will figure it out. So we hope to hear soon that everything is good.
And has that ever happened to y'all? I think I've read stories online, but has I mean, our fridge actually died on us. We had the two-way fridge.
For different reasons.
And, well, we caught it in time. In fact, we had to throw some stuff away, but it never got to the point where it was rancid and stinky, and then we had to get like a little dorm fridge until we were able to get our fridge converted to a 12 volt. If you don't know what we're talking about, we'll drop that video link below too. But yeah, it's not fun having fridge problems.
Our fridge died slowly. Our fridge slowly, the temperature started to rise, rise, and eventually we used the freezer as a refrigerator. Sort of.
That's right.
And the refrigerator was like kind of a cooler, you know, keep the water a little bit cool, but it didn't do anything. It was in the 40s and 50s, so.
It was, even though we had a dorm fridge, it was still a big convenience because on moving day, you had to move the fridge. I think we had to move it in the living room, and it was, yeah, I was very grateful to get that 12 volt conversion. Now that we have it, it's great. But yeah, we want to hear from y'all. Have y'all had any horror fridge stories?
Yeah, definitely. Don't spare any details.
Right. We're looking forward to our next stop, so you'll have to stay tuned and see where that is.
So there's a big TV. Let me swing you around slowly. Oh, you can sit there. All right. So this is good. You can sit here and you can watch the TV. Not a neck record. That Phaeton, if you remember, Phaetons are neck records. At least that one model was.
Shelves on each side. Also, that's a